During the Dutch Golden Age of art, between 5 and 10 million works were created, and less than 1% of those survive today. Two-thirds of all households had artworks. The Dutch had a strong affection for their land and home and wished to portray that by purchasing quintessential Dutch paintings, many of which were landscapes or paintings of daily life. Dutch citizens of all social standings adorned their homes with these many photographs and paintings. Because the art was so abundant, the styles of most artists reflected views of the ordinary people, not just the wealthy. The art was also more universally appealing, as it was not patroned to follow religious orders, it was of familiar and ordinary topics. The Dutch Republic, a place renowned for its cultural leniency, was a place where artists from all over the world could come and paint and not have to worry about being persecuted for their beliefs. 17th century Dutch art was abundant, rich, and representative of the times.
Due to the Netherlands' geographical disadvantage, with most of its area below sea level, there is a severe scarcity of natural resources. Much of the land was cleared so that water could be diverted in order to accommodate quite a large population. The Netherlands has a lack of resources and raw materials. Its economy was therefore entirely dependent on international trade and maritime trade. As Amsterdam was a haven within Europe for religious tolerance, a very diverse population resided in the Netherlands, bringing in a varied array of products. Therefore, consumption was huge during the Netherlands' Golden Age. However, as a result of the Anglo-Dutch War in 1780, trade came to a standstill, which devastated the Dutch economy. The British set up an unbreakable blockade preventing any trade from taking place. The Netherlands were so heavily dependent on trade with foreign countries that their economy could not recover from this. The country experienced a liquidity crisis. The states of Holland kept the economy afloat with an emergency aid. The Netherlands could not repay their debts and did not have any form of income because of the blockade, which resulted in inflation.
The Dutch were the first to adopt a more modern way of trading. For the first time ever, a country was no longer counting on their own people to produce, manufacture, and trade their own goods within the country, but rather venture off into other countries' markets. This was called merchant capitalism, and it was based off shipping and finances. This new technique opened up doors for investment funds and stock markets to emerge. All sorts of businesses stemmed off from these, and even more jobs were created. To manage the risk factors for a merchant or sailor who took a chance in this new uncharted market, structured law firms and insurance plans appeared. One market in particular, the staples market, helped prevent price fluctuations. In this market, buyers promised to pay merchants for their goods ahead of time. This way, even if something went wrong, merchants would still make money and keep on harvesting. In this bills of exchange, it helped keep customers loyal to the merchants. Although the Dutch were small in comparison to the French and English lands, the Dutch were able to run a sizable, steady domestic market and set a precedent for the rest of Europe.